Hello students, welcome to MBA 360. In a continuous series of how you can get into an IIM, what are the chances of you getting into an IIM, we are going to cover IIMs giving high weightage for gender diversity, which essentially means that if you're a girl child, if you're a woman, there is a greater chance or there is a better chance that you have of getting into one of the IIMs. Right? Before I move further and give you the details of the kind of weightage that gender diversity has in these IIMs, please subscribe to MBA 360 if you've not already done that. Because this will be a single point destination for you to understand everything to do with B schools. What are your merit? It can be 99 percentile or even 60 percentile. We're going to cover B schools that are relevant for each section so that you get into the best B school based on your ability and your aptitude and your merit. Right? So moving further in terms of the high weightage for gender diversity, there are quite a few IIMs which actually give a weightage for gender diversity. So for example, Nagpur, Amritsar, Shillong and Rohtak give 10% weightage for gender diversity. So you will actually have more in terms of the gender ratio. You will actually have a better gender ratio here because they're giving weightage of 10% to gender diversity. So to that extent, you have greater chance of a girl actually coming in, right? Raipur gives 7+3. The two diversities that we're talking of is one gender diversity and one academic diversity also. Kashipur is 4+6 and Trichy is 2+6. And then you have Udaipur, Jammu and Lucknow giving 8, 8 and 5. So that's the kind of gender diversity that you have. Like these institutions, some of them actually give very high weightage for the CAT score and the personal interview score and all. Like for example, Amritsar is 70%. This includes CAT also, by the way. It's integrated into that. And ACADS and work experience. But what we're talking here is only the gender diversity and the kind of chances that a girl has if you were to, get into any of these B schools, because that actually gives them some kind of an advantage. And the idea of this is to ensure that a class has all kinds of people, all genders, so that there is greater learning. If you're only sitting on a classroom where only boys are sitting there, trust me that the learning would not be complete, because for a fair world, for an equitable world, leaders, when you actually want to create leaders, you need to have people who understand every kind of person, every gender, and it cannot be only boys understanding boys and trying to be leaders. So that is the reason why gender diversity is given, because you might actually be working in an FMCG company where you will be selling actually a women-only product. So you need to deal with those kind of things, and that's the reason why when you talk of gender diversity, it is not done to favor a girl, but it is actually done to favor the boys also, because they all actually need to learn what the girls need. If you don't understand that, you'll not be a leader, you'll not be a human being also. So, which is where this gender diversity is done, not to favor the girls, but to ensure that people understand each other better. Right? And those are the weightage that we're talking about. Now, we also have a CAT college predictor where you actually can use this, in terms of just put your score and the gender and everything, and you'll be able to get to understand what are your chances of getting into IIM and non-IIM. So we're talking of IIMs and non-IIMs also. This is very important for you. So this call predictor, we call it the chemistry CAT college predictor. Just look at that, putting your score here and just fill in the relevant data, and you'll exactly know what are your chances of getting into a call in any of the B schools that you have. Moving further, the other B schools that actually give a weightage for gender diversity is IIM Indore 5, Sambalpur 5, Vizag 5 and Sirmaur 5. These B schools don't give it any extra, but what they do is in the resume and all, they actually have created that, where if there is a gender that is skewing one way, they'll actually be able to maneuver around and give that. But those other B schools have announced that they actually have a weightage for gender diversity, which is very good, right? So, and if you want me to cover any such subjects, right, please write to us in the message box here and we'll be happy to do that. If you're not already subscribed to MBA 360, please do that, because this, as I said, will help you get into the best B school possible. And if you want to be counseled by us, just send a message on this number. Happy to have one of our counselors talk to you. Thank you so much. Namaste.